these things. Anton, my old mate, you've looked very upset and angry on the show, bruv. You've rolled your eyes at David. You've been sort of doing this, and you're all right, mate. Break the game down for me, brother. Give us your thoughts, Anton.
Look, the only reason why I am looking that way is because disingenuous shots are being taken at my team when really you guys should just be proud of the performance that you put in today, rather than thinking that this is some sort of attack on Arsenal and that all the things we said about Arsenal weren't factual. I'm just gonna say this is my view on the game today. Chelsea played out of their skins. The effort that they put in today, they beat us to every ball. They showed more effort, more fight, and I was disappointed in my team that was what was happening on the pitch today. When we went up by one man, we should be just putting the ball on the floor, controlling it, and moving it around. And it was just disjointed. It wasn't what I thought. The best period it was when we brought Odegaard on, and all of a sudden we started linking a few passes together. But really, when you have one man extra and you have the ability that we have, we should just be moving it around, moving them side to side, making them sweat, making them tired. And I felt like Chelsea did a really good job in trying to deny that. Like they got themselves to halftime, and the first chance that they really got themselves on the front foot and got themselves a corner, and they got themselves in front from that. And I think credit to Maresca for that, because I was looking at there like, why are you bringing on Garnacho as your halftime sub? I was like, this is exactly what I want, and credit to him, it worked. So, but at the same time, let's not pretend all of a sudden that Arsenal have not been great this season. That, like, all the stuff that you were saying, David, like, first of all, taking the Nkapie thing out of context, we played today. No, because first of all, no. First of all, I was saying if we played at left back, I said he could be the best Premier League left back. He was playing at center back today, number one, and secondly, like, Calafiori has been the best left back this season, bar probably Cucurella, who I'm gotta say I've been impressed with the way he sorted out Yamal today. But then when you play, the great Bukayo Saka, obviously you come back down to earth a little bit. But no, I gotta say credit to you guys, Chelsea. But let's not be disingenuous, because then you're discrediting your own performances by saying that Arsenal wasn't that good, or Arsenal, we've overrated our squad, we've overhyped our squad. We are the best team in the world. I still stand by that. Right now, on form, we're still the best team in the world. You guys played to a very, very high level in order to get a draw at home against us, even when we were missing our best two center backs. And I actually got to applaud Nkapie and Mosquera, who never played together in the Premier League. They never played together in the Premier League.
What's so funny?
And
it's just the fact that Anton he's sat there saying we shouldn't discredit Arsenal, but at the same time, when he's praising Chelsea, he's going, yeah, Chelsea did this, but let's not forget, we didn't have this, we didn't have this, we didn't have this. And it's like, are you not realizing the hypocrisy?
No, because I'm going to catch you on that one. David, I'm going to catch you on that one. You know what?
Thank you.
I'm catching you out, because you know what? All you guys said that, shut up. All you guys said that I was overrating the squad. And I just illustrated to you that even though we had players missing, we had our second choice back two, you still couldn't beat us. You still need to put in 100% effort. We were probably a 5 out of 10 in effort, and you were probably a 9 out of 10 in effort, and you still couldn't get 3 points.
Right?
So
that
doesn't take away from the fact that we have got a great squad, which is where the disingenuous attacks are coming from.
Here's what I would say, right? Let me interject. Let me just say one thing, right? Yeah. I don't want to hear about you all didn't have your first choice center backs. I don't want to hear it. Reason why I don't want to hear that is because every time we come on here, Terry's channel, or you see in social media anywhere, Arsenal fans always bring up the discussion that they have the best squad in the world right now. So if you have the best squad, then you should have proper backup.
I don't think he was using it as an excuse.
No. I don't
I'm
want
illustrating
It's an
to you
excuse
how good the
regardless.
squad
He's
is.
I don't
reviewing
want
the
to hear
game.
it.
He was not mentioning it as an excuse.
No,
It's
what
an
because
excuse regardless.
this is
It's
an
Not an
excuse.
excuse.
No, it's an
Because
I
actual
said
what
you
fact.
guys.
I'm
What
telling you
happened?
right now,
We rotated
because what
the center
Arsenal
back.
I'm not
fans are
using it
going
as an
to be
excuse.
saying.
You're saying that that our squad is overrated, and I'm saying that even when our best two center backs were out, you still couldn't beat us.
No,
I'm
but
saying
Anton, in the same breath, I could sit there and go, well, we
We
don't
don't
have our best centre back, and
we
we're
don't
missing
have
our
our best
talisman,
centre back.
the Cole
We
Palmer
don't
FC,
even
and
have our best
we don't
player
arguably
in Cole
have
Palmer.
two of our five most
We
key
don't.
players.
I am not disputing the
we're
results
not
of the
mentioning that.
game.
We're not mentioning it.
I'm not
We're
disputing
not
the
mentioning
results
it.
of the game. I'm not using any excuses or disputing the result of the game. You guys come out here and say that we overrated our squad. And I'm actually telling you that this squad is so damn good that even with our best two center backs out, we went away to Stamford Bridge and still picked up a point. That's all I'm saying. Like you guys, I'm not using any excuses. I've never in my history of my life come out and made excuses. That is not what I am. I will always face the music. I'm just illustrating to you that what you said is incorrect in terms of our squad, and that's it.
So what am I getting from what you all are saying is that Arsenal didn't come out of first gear tonight.
Yeah, well, our effort wasn't there. I definitely criticize our effort.
I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that.
That's just how I felt about the game. I was frustrated that we could have easily raised our level.
But don't get me wrong, Chelsea played
we should
well.
have smelled blood in the water. When you guys
have
went down
to
to 10 men,
win
we should have smelled blood in the water and we should have ripped you up.
Do you know what's really interesting?
Chelsea played well defensively, but you're not sticking on us.
Guys. I'm gonna go to Seb in a second because I haven't heard from Seb or Kojo or Andrew or Quest really at all yet. I will say this one thing, just as an outsider watching, and I'm actually quite liking the debate, but I kind of look at it this way. I think it's a fair claim to say Arsenal have got the best squad on form in the world. But when you're playing a team as good as Chelsea, 2 or 3 of your best players being out is still going to be a leveler at Stamford Bridge because Chelsea are so much better than people are giving them credit for. This idea that Chelsea are an also run. So again, if Saliba and Gabriel are out and Arsenal were going away to someone of Man United, Tottenham's level, I don't think it should be a factor.
Ooh, is Terry all good?
Terry froze.
Is freeze?
All right, just as
Premier League shut him down.
What can we say?
Just as he's off though, me and Jesse was on my channel earlier this week, and we did a combined 11. It was basically even. I didn't say anything that I wasn't underestimating your squad at all. Just sometimes I feel like I'm always making comments about the squad when you guys are coming at us and we're having to kind of respond and we're having a little bit of a debate. But overall, I will come out and I'm going to apologize for Reece James because I've talked a lot of crap about Reece James over the years, and I thought it was phenomenal today. I do.
Keep it going, though. Keep it going. There's a couple more you need to apologize for.
You guys never came with the attacks on us. We would have.
No. Hold on. Let me just say this. If you remember a couple of weeks back, I think it was you and Seb on the panel, and you lot were going through world-class players. You said we only had 2.
Yeah.
You said we had 2.
I apologize for that.
Hold on.
It's an opinion. I need to apologize.
No, because the chest.
No, because I changed my mind. I have changed my mind.
If the chest and the opinion is loud, we need the apologies to be loud when you're wrong.
So who else is world class?
That's fair. From the start of the season, I think you've been fair, Gal. I'll give you that. But from the start of the season, you lot have been saying with chest, unequivocally, Arsenal has the best squad, pound for pound, across the entire set of universes. Yeah? You've been saying that wherever Thanos is, the squads are better than them. All of that. So what I'm saying,
Odegaard and Yuckers off the
bench. Hold on. Let me land. What I'm not going to hear today is, we know going to the bridge is a tough game. You weren't saying that 2 weeks ago.
1 second.
You weren't saying that a week ago. A week ago, you lot were saying every time we come to the bridge, you lot don't stop us. You don't get close to us. You ain't even got a chance. Now, all of a sudden, we want to say, a point away at the bridge is tough. Don't you dare.
Bro,
remain
1 second.
Consistent.
Let me reply. You haven't beaten us in 8 years.
You saying it.
It's
Anton. So you're going to end up with yourself. No, don't defend Anton. Anton's the one
I'm talking about in general, Arsenal fans. I don't care what Antoine said. majority of Arsenal fans going into these 3 games said Tottenham is a breeze at home. Bayern's going to be our toughest game. Our second toughest game in these 3 games is going to be Chelsea. Now, I don't think anyone after beating Bayern and Tottenham, I don't think anyone in their right mind should not be confident going into a game against a team that we didn't beat, that haven't beaten us in 7 years.
Yeah, but you weren't bringing that up before. You never brought up, oh, we haven't beaten them in 7 years. What you were bringing up was
one of our main arguments.
No, Arsenal fans have been saying for
one of the main
why
arguments.
Would we fear Chelsea, bro?
Okay, let me give you an example. When you play Tottenham, one of your main arguments is it's Tottenham. You always beat them. One of our main arguments in why we're confident going to the bridge is you haven't beaten us in 7 years. Last time you beat us, Guendouzi was in our midfield.
We're not Tottenham.
That's what I'm saying.
But you guys have not beaten us.
I hear that. I was going to say, Seb, sorry, interject. Sorry, my computer crashed. I'm buying a new one tomorrow. I'm pissed off with it. Seb, what you saying, bro? Because there's a lot going on here. What do you want to say, brother?
So, I'll be honest. I said on stream when me and Quest were on stream, I said Chelsea would beat Barcelona, and I was right, and I said this game would be close. So I'm more disappointed, not necessarily with the result. I think 1 point away, we're still 5-6 points clear. It's not the end of the world. Chelsea are a good side. I've been critical of Chelsea this year, and I think they showed a grit and determination I haven't seen yet, so I'd applaud them for that. I'm more disappointed at our performance, if anything, just because I just don't see, we just didn't really show up at all. Chelsea from the off were fast, they were quick, they were going into all the challenges. We just didn't get out. I think we were just a bit shocked by that. I think the players, we didn't take that on board. Obviously, a centre back. I know it sounds like an excuse, but having a 2 new centre back pairing is going to have an effect. I don't think it still has to come into comparison, but I would still say we should be winning a game even with 2 players gone. I said Gabriel getting injured shouldn't be an excuse, but I'm just more disappointed in the performance we put in. It was one of those games for me, regardless of the performance, we needed to get the result, really. So the point's not too bad, but yeah, I'm just disappointed with the way we went about the game, especially when they went down to 10 men. They sat deep, obviously, because you're going to do that. And then we just were slow, lethargic. I thought we were better when Ødegaard did come on. We moved the ball a bit quicker. I think what we were trying to do is, because obviously when the game was frantic, Chelsea were on top. So Arteta decided to try and slow the game down to try and regain control, because obviously Arteta is a manager who wants control in the game, and we didn't have that. So the fact that we didn't capitalise on them going down to 10 men, losing a man, they still looked like they had 11 men. That's how good they were today. It wasn't really a factor, but it's just frustrating where we bring on the attackers and we're just still not capitalising on it. We're just putting in long balls. Raya was just long balling it constantly. It's just like they're in a low block. I was just a bit disappointed, especially Lewis Skelly. The last 2 games has looked very off. I don't know if it's his confidence, but even today, where there was like 50-50 challenges, he's not going in. He's not trying to dribble past his man. He's playing the safe pass. So Lewis Skelly is a young player, so he's gone through a little bit of a dip. But yeah, credit to Chelsea. They were fantastic. But from an Arsenal fan perspective, I'm more disappointed with our performance rather than result. Result's fine. We move on. If we played them at the Bridge, play them at the Emirates, we beat them, it's fine. We'll be 4 points better off than them anyway. So the result itself is fine. That doesn't bother me. It's the performance that we put in that was poor. Our biggest players didn't turn up. I think the only players that really, Saka was good. Obviously, it helped. Cucurella was on the yellow card straight away. But I think the yellow cards got early. It made both teams, it affected the players a lot because you can't go into challenges like you would usually do. It mutes some of the players. But for me, all credit to Chelsea. They were really well, but we shouldn't take away from Chelsea's performance. We were pretty poor. I was disappointed overall. Result fine. We move on. But as long as we win the next weekend, if this performance continues into our next game, against Brentford, that's when I'm disappointed. If we carry on playing like that, that's what's bad. A one-off occasion away from home at a hard ground, it's fine. It's fine. But I'm not going to read too much into it. I said the same after the Sunderland game. It's not the end of the world if we draw this game. It's not the end of the world if we draw against Chelsea. And anyone saying we're going to batter them is a moron anyway. But I've always been fairly consistent with drawing away from home. It's not a bad result. It's just because the period where Man City and Liverpool were so good and they were winning, it's just twisted everyone's minds where they've gone, you've got to keep winning every game. It's just like, it's 2 teams that have come against each other. This season, especially when 2 teams have played against each other, good teams, it's been cagey. So, yeah, I'm not too disappointed.